All right, so if you're actually just going to graph a tangent function, basically it comes down to just knowing where your asymptotes are at. They're between negative pi over 2b and pi over 2b. You have one here and one there. So it needs to know what that is. So if you had y equals tangent theta, it's now 1. So in this case, we're going to have negative, actually let's just do it for positive, pi over 2 times 1. So this is pi over 2. And again, it would be plus or minus, because there's going to be one at positive and one at negative. So this is where your asymptotes are located at. Okay, so your asymptotes would be a positive pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. So on your graph, this is negative pi over 2. So you're going to have an asymptote right here. And you have another one at positive pi over 2. And then as long as you know what the graph looks like, we're all set. So you're going to go to the middle. At the middle, you'll be at 0. At the middle of the first half, which would be right there, you're going to go down to negative 1. In the middle of the second half, you're going to go up to positive 1. So you're going to approach your asymptote from the right and from the left, and there's your first cycle. Now, if we wanted to find a second cycle, well, we would need to know what the distance is between here and here. Well, just counting it off, it looks like there is 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of 4 spaces in between the dash marks there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so your next asymptote would be located right here. Okay, so next dash mark here, we would be at negative 1. Next one we'd be at 0. Next one we'd be at positive 1. And then there's our asymptote. Okay. So there's 2 intervals. And you could keep going. Okay. You could say, okay, well, that distance right there, here's your next asymptote at negative 3 pi over 2. Go to the middle, you're at 0. Middle of the first half, you're at negative 1. Middle of the second half, you're at positive 1. Okay? So very easy to graph the tangent graph once you know what it looks like and you know where your first set of asymptotes are at.